probably one of the most valuable pieces of camera gear in a landscape photographer's bag is the circular polarizing filter. I can't say enough of how important this filter is. And I have this one here. This is what I use primarily. It's a 77mm circular polarizer by Formatt-Hitech, and this is specifically the Firecrest line. It's a multi-coated filter, and again, it's 77mm. So this is pretty much the largest filter size you're going to get for directly attaching to a lens. They do have larger filter sizes like 105mm if you want to attach it to the front of an actual filter holder. Now, most of my lenses are either 67 or 72mm threads. And again, this is a 77mm threading. So that's why I also strongly recommend investing in the step-up rings. This is a step-up ring by Photodiox. These are super inexpensive. This is specifically a 67 to 77mm step-up ring. The benefit to that is that all I need to do is take my 77mm filter, and then I can just screw it onto the front here. This is probably, I think, somewhere between $8 to $10 on Amazon. Totally worth the price. That's for the step-up ring. The circular polarizer is a bit more expensive. But now that I have the filter attached to the step-up ring, it's super easy for me to just attach it to my lenses that support 67mm threads. I also have a 72 to 77mm step-up ring, so I can use it for those lenses as well. Now, there are three primary benefits to the circular polarizer. The first one is probably its most basic, and that is it helps cut out surface reflections. So in scenery like this one where we have running water in our background, if you want to avoid getting any of those surface reflections when you're photographing above the water and you don't want to have the distraction of everything that's above and around you, circular polarizers are perfect. All you need to do is really just put it and aim it towards the surface of the water and turn the filter around, and you'll see as you turn it around, especially depending on the angle that you're at, you'll see that the reflections just go away. It's really brilliant. The second benefit to a circular polarizing filter is that it actually helps accentuate certain colors and adds contrast, most notably with the sky. So if you have, say, a blue sky with some nice white puffy clouds, a circular polarizer will add a nice punch to the blues in the sky, and it'll increase the contrast, so you'll see those clouds really pop. Now, a few things to consider. The first is your direction from the primary light source, which is usually the sun. The circular polarizers are most effective when you're perpendicular or at 90 degrees from your light source. So if the sun was directly in front of me over here, I would want to shoot either to my left or to my right to get the maximum effect of the circular polarizer. The other thing that you want to concern yourself with is sometimes, depending on how much of the circular polarizer you kind of introduce or your specific angle to the sun, you might notice when you get back home a kind of a non-uniform or ununiform vignette. One corner of the frame will be darker than the other. Sometimes if you're using an ultra wide angle lens, you might actually notice this weird kind of bell-shaped pattern where only a part of the sky is dark and the edges are still bright. These are things you want to concern yourself with during post-production. The final benefit to a circular polarizer is that it actually serves as a neutral density filter. With this particular polarizing filter, I can expect to get about 1.5 stops of light loss. So whereas my least dense neutral density filter is a 3-stop, if I don't need that, if that just kind of gives me too much of light loss, I'll just put on my polarizer, and that's usually good, again, for 1 to 1.5 stops depending on the model of your filter. And so these are the things that are great to know about the very versatile circular polarizer. If you don't have one, I cannot recommend investing in one. Make sure it's part of your kit, especially if you're the type of photographer who likes to shoot outdoors or shooting even things with a lot of glassy surfaces, because the polarizer will help cut the reflection of glass as well. You can find these filters pretty much anywhere, any local camera store, Amazon, B&H, and just do some research, figure out which brand is right for you. Again, I'm a big fan of Formatt-Hitech. Get one, keep it in your bag. You'll never know when you need it.